Good field the ninth, plenty of up-and-comers going around in this, and the second last is over the 1200 for the Class 3s. Bazinga won on debut. He carries an extra £12 for the win. Mr Valiant back in trip, 1400 down to 1200. Packing Treadmill, first time for Class 3 for him. Voyage Bubble carries an extra £4 for his second behind Bazinga. War Weapon blinkers off, the hood and the pacifiers go on. Ace 1 cross nose band replaced by a tongue tie. Brilliant Way comes back from the 1400, and Success Fighter Tom wears a hood.
Yeah, the speed in race 9 should be good. Packing Treadmill, Bazinga, he has to overcome barrier number 12. We Are Hero was up on the speed last start, Paul, and Phoenix Light should get a nice run through from barrier 2.
Yeah, I think he won't be too far away. We Are Heroes, another one that does like to go forward as well. The Voyage Bubble, he can get a nice run from his barrier number 1 and won't be too far away on the inside there.
Packing Treadmill, 2 starts for 2 wins. Zach Purton knows him and Voyage Bubble very well, but he's riding Packing Treadmill, and this is what he had to say to Nick.
Zach, Packing Treadmill is a horse that you've gained a really good rapport with now. 2 rides, 2 wins, and he goes to the well again this weekend.
Yeah, he's done everything right, hasn't he? You know, his first start, he didn't quite know what he was doing. He got a little bit tight there at one stage mid-race, but and was held up on straightening. But when the gap come, he got through there and did a good job without changing his leg. And then his second start, he was a little bit more push button. He got out nicely, travelled well. And after balancing up, when I pressed the button, there was a nice response. So he goes up in grade now. Once again, drawn a bit awkwardly. It's going to be tricky from that gate, and it's a much stronger race. So he'll need to get everything right. But, you know, he's an improving horse, and hopefully he can just keep getting the job done for us.
He's certainly going the right way. Just on that run last time, Zach, it was noticeable just down the straight. He looked to duck in a little bit. Is he still just sort of not the finished product after the 2 starts yet?
Yeah, very much so. He's a very laid-back horse in the morning. You actually can't get a guide on him at all, which is why he went out at such a big price at his first start. I didn't have anything to do with him prior to riding him in that first race, but I can clearly see that he doesn't give anything away at track work in the mornings. He just floats around, and therefore he's picking things up on race day. And like you mentioned, he wanted to get in a little bit until he found the rail at his last start where he's more comfortable. So he's working things out, but he's doing a good job in the process. And
just on the form, obviously, of that last race, Zach, you made sure the form was franked with Fun and Glory winning thereafter. Also, the runner-up Science Patches won. So I know you say it's a deeper race, and obviously you rode Voyage Bubble last time in the race that Bazinga won, so you've got a very good handle on it. But his form arguably has to be the strongest, isn't it?
Possibly. I think Bazinga's a fairly progressive horse. You know, he did a really good job at his first start. It's not easy for any horse to win at their first start here in Hong Kong, and he's unbeaten worldwide. And he looked really impressive. He was very soft on the line, so I think he's the one to beat again, even though he goes up quite a bit in weight and obviously in the ratings. He's drawn it wide, so it's going to be a tougher test for him. But I thought his win was really soft last time, and nothing really went right for Voyage Bubbles last time. He was a bit slow out the gate, found himself in a position he was a little bit unfamiliar with, and then had to make a long sustained run and wanted to hang in, got quite lost out in the middle of the track. So they're both nice horses, and it's going to be a good race between the 3 of us.
There he is, Zach Purton, who's riding Packing Treadmill. He's Voyage Bubble last time, Tom, and Bazinga, who couldn't have been more impressive, and still a bit green on debut too.
Yeah, it was really green. They wanted to have a good gawk around at the end, got out into the clear here to the inside of Trust Me, and was too good. Ready to Win was in this race here as well. I thought he stayed on well enough. Voyage Bubble, of course, Paul was able to win, but that was on a good yielding track. I just wonder if that win flattered him a little bit.
Yeah, look, as Zach said, nothing went right for him. He's going to get a really good run, I thought, here from barrier number 1. So, look, I'm going to stick with Voyage Bubble. I know he was disappointed, but I think they're the 3 main horses, the Bazinga, Voyage Bubble, and also the one Zach was talking about.
Trial morning, Paul, with Beauty Champ winning this trial, and he led all of the way to beat Emerging. Yeah, so, look, it was a nice trial from this horse here, Beauty Champ. He's had the 5 starts to date. The best he's done is a 4th, though, so I think he'll just need to have to improve a little bit to beat some of these other horses.
And that 4th was on debut when he was a beaten favourite there by Prime Minister, who came out and won on Wednesday night. Trial was pretty good. Last start, 3 wide, no cover, just battled. Probably more happy to watch here. I think there's a few other in the pecking order that are above him.
There's three standouts here, Paul. Are they your top three? Obviously they are. Which order are they in?
Yeah, they are. And look, you could have put them in any order, I think, with these three. Look, I've gone the one with a better draw, Voyage Bubble. I think he's going to get a better run than he did last time. Was $1.4 favourite when he got beaten last time, but look, I think he can bounce back in this. Bazinga's got to go up all this weight. He's got to carry 130. He carried 118 last time, but it was such a strong win, so you can't leave him out. Packing Treadmill's unbeaten, 2 from 2, another one that's drawn wide. I just think those two might make each other work as they come across. And then Brilliant Way. We don't want to forget about Brilliant Way because he's another sort of up-and-coming horse who's only had the 4 starts, and his win was good as well 2 starts ago. So 6, 1, 5 and 9.
Same 4 numbers, but gone with Bazinga here for Tony Cruz and to Karis Teton. He was green at the end, but was still too strong for them, so he's on top ahead of Packing Treadmill, Voyage Bubble and Brilliant Way. He just wouldn't settle last start at all in the trail, so a little excuse there for him. 1, 5, 6 and 9.
And the early betting has Packing Treadmill 3.4, Bazinga 4.9 and Voyage Bubble 5.6 a day prior to the race.